Hey Dragon Slayers! Today's video is about circadian rhythm, the dawn phenomena, and why you probably should skip breakfast. So, our body has an inherent rhythm and timing to numerous functions that extend well beyond waking and sleeping. Powerful hormones such as cortisol and growth hormone ebb and flow throughout the day and night. Insulin naturally follows this rhythm as well. Even when we haven't eaten, insulin levels start to climb around 5:30 a.m. and they begin to fall roughly 2 hours later. These rising insulin levels indicate a mild insulin resistant state. And importantly, this isn't something that only happens when we're sleep deprived. It happens every single day, even when we get a full night's sleep. This early morning insulin resistance is known as the dawn phenomena or the dawn effect. A controlled trial measured the varying insulin levels of people drinking the same amount of glucose during 3 times of day: morning, afternoon, and evening, and found the insulin response highest in the morning and lowest in the evening. The reason why the body needed more insulin in the morning is a result of hormones that counter insulin's actions. I've mentioned how one of insulin's main effects is to reduce blood glucose by driving it into tissues like our muscles and fat. By contrast, hormones that climb towards the end of our sleep cycle, such as catecholamines, which I might be mispronouncing, growth hormone, and especially cortisol, act to increase blood glucose. All of this forces insulin to work harder to do its job, or in other words, it creates a state of insulin resistance. Translated into real food, this means that we need more insulin to control blood glucose when we eat a piece of toast in the morning than we would if we ate the same piece of toast in the evening. With this perspective in mind, what we eat when we wake up may matter more than what we eat at any other time of the day. No meal has gotten as much attention as breakfast, but usually we hear that you shouldn't miss it. Considering the insulin resistance we experience every morning, one might be tempted to skip breakfast entirely to fight insulin resistance. What does the research say? So, one study randomly assigned 52 obese women who were normally either breakfast eaters or skippers to either eat or skip breakfast for 3 months. Importantly, both new dietary interventions were lower calorie and identical in total calorie number. Even though the breakfast skippers only ate twice daily, they ate the same number of calories as the breakfast eaters. Not surprisingly, everyone lost some weight, but those who ate breakfast during the study lost a bit more. However, a similar study tracked the differences in almost 300 overweight and obese men and women for 4 months. And those researchers found no difference at all in weight loss between the people who skipped breakfast versus the people who ate breakfast. As you can tell, these similar studies raise more questions than they answer. They don't tell us whether breakfast is good or bad for body fat. But to me, the resolution is clear. It all depends on what you're eating for breakfast. I doubt there's another meal of the day so firmly built on eating some of the worst possible foods. For much of the world, breakfast is often largely a meal of sugar and starch. Think juice, cereal, bagels, rice, or toast. As we'll see in the next series of videos. If this is your average breakfast, you're better off just simply skipping it entirely. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.